Potent Pondering, I'm back with another video. Yo, come in, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession each and every time I go live or I do uploads. Shout out to all of y'all. Hope y'all doing well. It's Saturday, nice outside, you know what I'm saying? I'm just out moving, bubbling, you know what I'm saying? So support the channel. The Cash App is in the description of the video. Shout out to all of y'all who send me love all the time through Cash App, you know what I'm saying? Even when I'm not on here. So yeah, hope you're doing well. I want to come and talk about Nicki Minaj label Heavy on It. Heavy on it. You know, if you've been online on Twitter, it's a whole lot of controversy going on. You know, Nana Fofi came out and said something. And especially with this week, let's just be honest, a lot has happened. Like, you know, with the female rappers getting unfollowed. London Hill got unfollowed as well. Nana Fofi got unfollowed. JT, Young Miami, Ice Spice. Everybody, you know, those people got unfollowed. So I just want to say this first and foremost, like, so we all knew that London Hill, I mean, Nicki Minaj made it clear that London Hill, you know, they were in negotiations and that they didn't end up signing. So I knew that that was happening. You know, I didn't think that, you know, London was going to be on Heavy. I mean, who knows what the future holds, right? So that's that. Also, Nana Fofi, you know, she came out yesterday and she made a post because for some reason people have been seeing her name associated with TuneCore. But I need to educate you so you understand like what's what and what's going on, right? TuneCore is a DSP. It's a platform that distributes your music throughout, you know, everywhere. I learned about TuneCore because when Azealia Banks came out with 212 and she got popping, she said that she went to TuneCore. She uploaded all her music as an independent and she did that, right? So my distribution that I use is DistroKid. That's why I distribute all of my songs. Before I used to have CD Baby too. But to me, Distro Baby was just a little bit better. I like their features a little bit more as far as like, you know, the upload and just like different little things that you could like, different availabilities of your music that you could do, right? So TuneCore is a DSP. So Nana Fofi, you know, she came out and she mentioned something about that, you know, she wanted to be independent. So I want to read to you what she said in her tweet, right? So Nana Fofi came out and said, unfortunately, the label situation that I was very excited about fell flat. Talking about the deal with Nicki Minaj and Heavy on it. I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity I was given, but in the end, it wasn't the right situation for me. I'm also not throwing shade. I was replying to vile things that some people were saying on this app. It's only love on my end, and I'll continue to drop music independently for now. So let me just tell you this, right? Congratulations to Nana Fofi, who stand about Fofi. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations to her if she wants to remain independent and try to do her thing. Nothing wrong with that. I just want to say something, and I want to be completely honest with you, especially with the days and the time where we have people like Megan Thee Stallion who are lying, making it seem like they're independent, right? Nana Fofi, now she will be independent for real. Now, for a person, it's so layered because I want to make sure that I say what I want to say to make sure that it all intros into each other perfectly, right? And this is no shot against anybody. I want to just bring you back and remind you to when Nicki Minaj, when she came into the game, a lot of y'all don't remember. Y'all just kind of talk about like certain things in the now, and you don't really remember like the groundbreaking history and how Nicki kind of like, you know, started off doing her career. She started off on MySpace. She dropped her mixtapes and she was bubbling, buzzing, and all of that, right? Now, I want to address the situation with as it pertains to Nicki wanting JT and Nicki wanting Ice Spice to sign. Let me just tell you something, this, right? And I'm not no better than you, but I know a little bit more than you as it regards to business, right? And when it comes to business and when it comes to record labels, they know they look at the artist, they look at a thing for a thing, and they realize, okay, like how much work has to be done to put into this artist? You know, how much have they done? Some people do more than others, right? So what I want to tell you is that I think when it comes to a Nicki Minaj, when it comes to her signing people and wanting to push people, I think that what she looks for is, you know, number one, she doesn't want a lazy artist. She doesn't want a person who feels as though that she got to do everything for them and that they're not doing their end. Now, I do believe that Nicki was very fortunate in the time that she came up because it was like, you know, she came up, she had the social media, she was doing the, you know, the MySpace, right? Then she had Fendi when she was on the come up. That come up was on the hood DVDs. That was everywhere. That's how I found out about Nicki Minaj because I used to watch the come up DVD because Foxy Brown was on it. That's why I love. Like when Foxy was on the come up DVD, that put me onto it. So then, you know, I think the volume or the edition after that, Nicki Minaj was on that. That girl has had her foot on the gas going full throttle. I don't care what you say. I know that people like to give it up and be like, well, Ice Spice was buzzing before she got to Nicki. Not really. You know what I'm saying? She went viral off of Munch. She had a shout out from Drake or whatever the case may be, but her buzz wasn't really high like that because I'm telling y'all, even when Munch was out, and this is no hate to Ice Spice, but I'm a person who watches the charts. Even when Ice Spice was out and she had Munch, after a few weeks, I said, this is going to die soon because I didn't feel the momentum and I didn't really feel the power behind it like that, right? I said, this is going to die soon. What's she going to do next? Then she came with How Can I Lose and I Already Chose? Well, and then that died out. And then she came with Princess Diana and Nicki was on the remix and then Save the Day. She went up and she did Taylor Swift next. She had Nicki Minaj first. She had Taylor Swift next. All right, let's make sure that we make that clear. She got 2 Nicki Minaj collaborations, right? Then the Taylor Swift. That's huge. That's huge. For Ice Spice to have that affiliation, even if she didn't have Nicki and she had Taylor Swift, why they ain't bubbling like that? Why she ain't bubbling like that? You know what I'm saying? I don't wish the girl no bad. Shoot, right before I came over here to where I'm at now, I was banging Popa. When I left out of my apartment complex, I seen people out there. I said, well, I'm about to hit them with this real hard. Boom, 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 boom. I hit them with their ass. They was all outside. I said, yeah, they about to catch this. I played it, knocking it mad hard. So I fuck with Ice Spice. I do. But there is something missing. And what I'm trying to tell you and to connect it is that something that's missing, Nicki knows on a label, from a label perspective. So when Ice Spice is saying like, oh, I want to keep my, I don't want to give up my publishing. I don't want to do this or whatever. Nicki, let me just tell you this, right? You might not be able to see it because you don't know as a regular civilian, as a person who just enjoys music as a music consumer. Nicki could look at these bitches and look through them and see what they worth. She could see it from a label perspective. Like, you just listen. Do you understand like what Nicki said one time when she was in the interview? She was like, outside of, a quick hot buzz or XYZ, like, what do people really have to offer? Nicki ain't just a quick hot buzz. She been buzzing since 2006, 2007. Had a foot on the revving, having the engine revving since 2007. Get this through your thick skull. So when you see a person get, on through Munch and then they have a little cute quick times or whatever, they went viral. These female rappers is viral. Viral does not mean forever. So why should I sign you to my label based off of some little trinkets that you, little droppings that you've done? Why should I sign you to my label and think that you are supposed to get everything? No, you still supposed to work. And then you know what? This bitch thinks she hot, come and impress me. Then you impress me, and then when you're able to make it to the point of, being valuable, then you can renegotiate contracts, right? So as that relates to also JT, listen, let me tell you something. JT came, she got I think okay is gold now, right? I wonder why that other song, what's that? No Bars, No Bars. I feel like that was better than Okay, but Okay is cool though, right? You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not the biggest JT fan, but JT, she got a lot of work to do. Even Ice Spice too. These girls think they interested in entertaining, but I'm quick to tell them more discipline and training. That's my bars, and that's something that I didn't write and relates to them. But that's my mind frame. These people think they interested in entertaining, but I'm quick to tell them more discipline and training. You need more discipline and training. So why should I sign you to my label and give you the world? What do I get out of it? What is the deal for me? What is the benefit for me pushing you and you being associated with Nicki Minaj? So everybody, you know what? I can't be mad at a person. I can't be mad at a person like a Ice Spice or a JT or a London Hill or a Nana Fofi. I can't be mad at them for not wanting to sign a Nicki, but what you want to do and make sure that you do, nobody wants to be pigeonholed into a deal. But you have to look at the opportunity that you're being given. One, and you also have to keep it real and say to yourself, what have I done? Let's be honest. What have I done? What have I built up? Right? Not to say that you are completely worthless and you're not worth anything, but what have I done? What have I done? So you still need to continue to prove yourself. I want to remind y'all when Nicki came up, the many freestyles that she did, the mixtapes that she did, the different ways that she was going street hood viral before she even made it to social media. So I think, when it comes to Nicki Minaj, she's looking for somebody who can fill those shoes. I feel like if she doesn't see that you're doing at least what she did, if you're not doing at least what she did, then I feel like okay, I might sign you, but maybe your deal is good. I can guarantee you that the deal from a Nana Fofi to a Lourdes who's worked with Doja Cat and made proof and made hits, I can guarantee you that their deal is different. So you can't really blame Nicki, and you can't really look at the situation. You're not a label professional. What do you know? I mean, I don't even know it all, but I know a lot more than some people can even imagine. You know what I'm saying? You seeing these bitches dress up in these little night tight suits and had their nails done and going crazy in the cameras, and you're thinking that they deserve the world because they got a little persona and a little persona. You thinking that they deserve the world, and it goes much more deeper than that. I'm trying to tell you, it goes more deeper than that. So, we're seeing Nana Fofi, and she came online and she posted and she said that she'll continue to be doing her music independent. Yeah, you're gonna need to keep doing your music independent because let's be completely honest with you, right? What has Nana Fofi done on a level now? She's an overseas artist over in the UK and then whatever, right? What has she done that on a magnitude that would deserve her to have an amazing deal? That's not to say that she hasn't done anything. That's how you have to look at it from a business perspective. What have you done? Now I'm supposed to sign you to my US record label and then think that you're supposed to come over to the United States and make magic? No, you might come over here and make magic, but at first I gotta safeguard myself. Now, if Nana Fofi what she got right now? Let's go to her. I want to go to Nana Fofi on Spotify and help me spot a lie. I want to go to Nana Fofi on Spotify. Nana Fofi, the chick who stand like 4 feet. Nana Fofi has 409,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. That's impressive for an indie artist. Stay indie. But you can't come in a game with 409,000 listeners and thinking that you're supposed to get 2 million sign-on bonus. Keep your royalties and your publishing and all of that. Do you understand what Nicki did when she came in and she trailblazed and then she started to hit the Billboard Hot 100? Nicki's mixtape songs were being played on radio and the mix shows and on radio. Do you understand what she really did? And do you understand that? Do you understand that for real? So it's like, you can't expect the Nicki Minaj package when you ain't did the Nicki Minaj work. That's not to say that you're worthless and that you're not worth more, but you gotta prove it. You gotta prove it. And this commentary is not going at anybody, but I can't let y'all go at my girl like that and make it seem like, oh, she's just asking for, the deal is just not right. What the fuck have you done? What have you done to prove yourself? How can you keep this going? Ice Spice dropped her debut album and did 28,000 sales. And you want to keep all your publishing on that? You want to keep your publishing on that? JT dropped, and I don't care if y'all talking about she built it. She was in a group and people still knew her. She did 27,000. What? And you want to keep your publishing? You want to keep your show money? You want to keep your merch? You want to know why Republican them made it? You want to know why Republican them gave Nicki that? Because they seen the value of still being associated with her, with the work that she's put in. See, when you're worth more, you can negotiate more. You can go to market and say, I'm worth this. I want to keep this. And that still doesn't mean that Nicki didn't go through her own trials and tribulations with the label and all of that. But when you're worth a certain amount of money, when you're worth when your value is high, see, that doesn't mean that JT and Ice Spice and Nana Fofi and whoever else is associated can't build up their worth, but you need to build that up. You know what I would have loved to see? These ladies now, you can't really say with JT, even though JT has I think her deal is lesser than Ice Spice. Ice Spice has gone viral. She's done a lot of viral things. But the thing about it is that it still amounted to what? What has it amounted to? So why you get to keep everything? Do you know how hard it is? I mean, when it comes to publishing, some people do negotiate ways to keep their publishing and all of that, right? So that is a thing. But do you know how hard it is? See, y'all impressed off of Ice Spice because she done had Munch, and partially because of the success that she had from Nicki and Taylor Swift. That's not your success. That's not your success. We need to see, can you keep this going for 10 years? Can you keep this going for 4 albums? Nicki Minaj had Pink Friday. She had Roman Reloaded. She had Roman Reloaded. She had the Re-Up, right? That was the second part of that album. She had well, let's just count the projects. So she had Pink Friday. She had Roman Reloaded. She had Queen. I'm sorry, she had the Pink Print. She had Queen. And now she on her fifth album, she had Pink Friday too. Doesn't that give you the sign that a record label will want to invest in an artist who could have 5 albums, 5 multi-platinum albums? The bitch deserved the world. She deserved the world. You can't come in here expecting all of this and all of that, and you only got 1 album. And then the 1 album that you didn't even sell like that. Who are y'all? Y'all not no label executives? Y'all don't know what y'all talking about? You're only a social media user and you think that you know the world about record deals. You don't know it. It's an investment to be tied to a person. Now, if Nicki could do a 1 album deal with a person and see like, okay, let's see what we get you. But typically labels don't do 1 album deals. They don't do that. So I don't understand what a lot of people is chiming in, giving opinions, trying to make it seem like Nicki is evil or Nicki is fucked up for the deals that they're getting. No, these record labels is doing the same. Cardi B was in the 360, Ice Spice in the 360 now. You think she keeping her money from her merch and all of that? You don't think that her label or JT's label is seeing everything that she doing and like how the music ain't selling like that? How they gonna make money if JT and Ice Spice keeping all the money from the merch? You at 360, they own everything around you. Now, when it comes to Nicki being an artist on a label who's lucrative and she making that money like that, Republic can say, okay, Little Wayne and Republic, they can negotiate and say, okay, she's gonna bring us money in on music, so we can eat off the music. We could keep her show. She could keep her show money. She could keep her merch money. I want to see more people talking less about music business and just being a fan. You don't know what's going on. Talking about Nana Fofi deserved this and that. What she done what? Done what? Done data. Done what? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Potent, pondering, never pandering. Leave your comments below. I'm about to get up in here because I need to go search for a pair of shoes. I'm feeling better. I told y'all earlier this week I had the COV, but I'm definitely feeling better. I got my mask, gonna run up in here real quick and look for these sneakers for my nephew. But yeah, I need y'all to stop talking about stuff that you don't know about. Stop talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Stop talking about it. Y'all be talking about a lot that y'all don't really know about. Talking about you just want to sign a bitch off the streets and supposed to give her everything. Supposed to sign up off the streets and make a ends meet. No, you want to impress me. Show me why you deserve more. Show me that you got the streets on lock. Show me that you got this bubbling so I could give you a deal and let you keep your merch and keep everything, because I know that the digital sales is going to be good. I know that the album sales is going to be good. Nicki Minaj sold 370-something thousand off the first album. Republic ate off that. I want you to do 370,000 times 12 or $15, how much that costs. And I want to let you, how much money you think the label made off of that. So when you're making money off a bitch like that, they could do what they want. They have more leeway. They have more privilege. They have more leeway. I mean, what? I can't call it. I can't call it. Listen, potent, pondering, never pandering. Keep Nicki name at your mouth if you don't know nothing about how labels negotiate. If you don't know about the cost that's associated, you got to pay for studio time. You got to pay for promotion and marketing, all of that. So listen, yeah, I can't be paying for promotion and marketing, all of that for you, and then you ain't bringing in no money. You doing 27,000, 28,000 in front of housing, trying to, who you carousing? Who you carousing doing 28, 27,000? And these people getting super gassed because you see these people doing shows. You see them doing shows and people screaming their records from them little urban circuits, right? Listen, the label taking all that money too. The label, you getting a crumb of that money and you showing up looking like you popping and they screaming your name and you ain't getting none of that money. I can guarantee you 360s across the board for JT, Ice Spice, what? So yeah. The best, you know who would benefit off of going independent? Nicki Minaj, because she built up so much. But I feel like if Nicki go independent, they're going to try to sabotage her because she's the market of female rap. So if she goes independent, she's going to be keeping all that money. That's how you go independent. I'm not saying that independent is not a way that doesn't work for certain people who know how to work it in, but it's a lot of work there's a lot of work that comes with being independent. Listen, potent, pondering, I'm up out of here. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about Nicki and this record label drama and people running their mouth, making it seem like they know about music business. You know nothing about it. You know nothing about it, all right? Keep your mouth closed, all right? I'm out of here. Peace.